Good morning on this dreary Saturday in Atlanta. Looking right now at downtown Atlanta on a first alert weather day here at Atlanta News First Plus. We have to be weather aware today. We'll check in with first alert meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. She's telling us about the wet, cloudy start to the day right now, and then tracking the possibility of storms that could impact your Saturday plans. Good morning to you. I'm Megan Packer, here to update you on some of the day's top news stories. Lots going on that we need to talk about today. The president is coming to Atlanta today for the weekend. We'll have those details in just a moment. But first, I do want to begin with a breaking news story we have been on top of all morning long. And we are talking about a deadly shooting in Atlanta. It claimed the life of a young mother in front of her toddler. The woman was shot and killed in a car with the toddler in the back seat. It happened around 2 a.m. in northwest Atlanta. Police say the woman was a passenger in the car. The driver and the child were not injured. The child was in the back seat. Police say it happened on Center Street, and the driver drove to Hollywood Road to call 911. Police do believe this was a targeted incident. They say surveillance video shows that the car was driving on Center Street. 3 people opened fire as the car drives by. But they are looking for those 3 people. No arrests at last check. We're told the driver and that small child, again, thankfully, were not injured. But a devastating story. A mother in her 20s shot and killed in front of her child. So Atlanta police detectives still working this case. Again, looking for 3 people that they see on surveillance video. So at least they've got that surveillance video. We'll keep you posted as we learn more about the investigation. New this morning, we now know the name of a man shot and killed by Cobb County Police during this chaos that happened yesterday at a gas station in Mableton. This was at Old Floyd and Fontaine Roads. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation identifies 40-year-old Clifford Beck of Griffin as that driver. Cobb officers ended up shooting and killing during all of this. The GBI says it started when Beck was pulled over for driving a stolen box truck. Agents say he hit someone's car and several police cars. That caused a fire. And again, when it was all said and done, Cobb County police officers ended up shooting and killing that man, now identified as 40-year-old Clifford Beck of Griffin. There is a $10,000 reward now on the table for a suspect who remains on the run connected to the death of 11-year-old Xander Watley. Let's show you his photo again. This is the little boy whose story we've been following for a while now. He was shot and killed in his family's home in Paulding County on April 30th. He was a 5th grader. Someone fired from outside of the house into the house, shooting and killing the little boy. Now, 2 people are already under arrest for this, but a 3rd suspect is on the run. This person here is who investigators are looking for. Al-Hamid Ibrahim Kuyate. Anybody with information about where he is asked to call Crime Stoppers 404-577-TIPS. Again, a $10,000 reward. The 11-year-old was in his house when he was shot and killed. His family has said they believe an older sibling may have been the target of that shooting. President Joe Biden is coming to Atlanta today. He should be landing within the next hour or 2. He will be speaking at Morehouse College's commencement ceremony tomorrow. This is the school's 140th commencement with about 550 students, but we've been telling you all week, students have mixed feelings about him speaking. Some are protesting. They feel he's not doing enough to demand a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Some have called for his invitation to be rescinded, but the school's president says that is not happening. Now, again, we said that the president comes today. He will be holding or attending a campaign event in Atlanta or in the Atlanta area before going to that graduation ceremony at Morehouse tomorrow. And we will have you covered. So that ceremony is at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So our news is on tomorrow, 7 to 9. Then we will be streaming that commencement address right here on Atlanta News First Plus, so you will not miss a minute of that. We will have several crews out there monitoring what happens there at Morehouse. All right, if you are looking for something to do today, maybe in between the rain showers or storms that pop up, consider checking out the International Night Market in Chambly. It is set up right outside of City Hall. Organizers say there are nearly 100 different cultures represented. There are several different booths set up. You can get food, you can buy different items. They say this is pretty affordable too. All of the vendors are required to have multiple items for $5 or less. The goal is to get people involved in different cultures, not just to tell people about them. It is happening, rain or shine, outside of Chambly City Hall from 2 this afternoon until 10 tonight. So thanks for checking in with us here. That's a look at the headlines for the day. Let's talk about the forecast. If you're going out to that International Night Market or one of the many other events happening, just like every Saturday in Metro Atlanta, we'll bring in First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi to tell us what's happening. It's already been kind of a yucky start to the day as we look at downtown Courtenay, but things will only pick up, you've been telling us, as the day goes on.
Correct, yeah. And so right now, the good news is we can see the tops of the buildings, which we weren't able to see a little earlier today. So some improvement out there. But yeah, as we go through the next couple of hours, expect conditions to gradually diminish as we do have more showers and storms on the way. That's the reason for our First Alert Weather Day. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courteney Jacobazzi. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. Let's talk about it because I know a lot of you probably getting up and trying to plan your Sunday. Here's a look at kind of what to expect, the overall view, and then we will get into the finer details in just a second here. So rain and storms, that's going to be likely today. Some severe will be possible. Very isolated threat for severe storms today. In fact, our severe threat did diminish overnight. And the main time frame we'll be looking for severe storms will be between 2 and 7. Here's a look at First Alert radar. So we have a very large weather system bringing very active weather to South Georgia and the Florida Panhandle. And that weather system shifted a little further south, which ultimately helped keep us a little bit safer from severe storms and slightly diminished our severe threat. With that low kind of hanging out over us, that's trapping in a lot of moisture. That's giving us a lot of cloud cover this morning, even some fog, and that's keeping our atmosphere just a little more stable. We're not completely stable, where if storms started or showers started firing up, they couldn't have the fuel for storms. But nonetheless, that weather system moved a little further south, so that's kind of saving us from any kind of widespread severe storm activity. Right now, not seeing any severe storms on First Alert radar, but that is expected to fire up a little bit later today. Now, there's a little bit of a thunderstorm complex back out in Tennessee. That will continue to shift off to the southeast and knock on our door and help promote that more widely scattered chance for showers and storms in tandem with the storms that'll be produced from just the heat of the day. Let's take you through it hour by hour here. So cloudy skies through the day. We'll see peaks of sunshine. That'll allow, one, our atmosphere to destabilize and the fuel for storms to ramp up, but it'll also keep our temperatures in the 70s again today with those cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Isolated storms possible afternoon with chances of, or the coverage of storms rather, becoming more widespread after 2 o'clock. So here's a look at the map at 2. Notice widely scattered showers and storms. At this point, we could have an isolated severe storm with gusty wind, heavy rain, and some small hail. And as we head towards 4 o'clock, so middle of your afternoon, when you're probably out and about enjoying your day and all the events going on, showers and storms will be fairly widespread with, again, that chance for an isolated severe storm that will continue into the early dinner hour. But after sunset, we'll keep a lot of that rain and storm activity south of the city, and the severe threat will ultimately start to come to an end after 8 o'clock. I don't think we'll be completely dry in the late evening, but a lot of the rain and storm activity will set up south of I-20 for the evening tonight. Now, here's a look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for today. All of us under a level 1 threat for severe storms. That means isolated severe storms are possible. This did go down from yesterday. Yesterday, we had that level 2 threat extend into some of our far southern counties, but now that's not the case. And again, we'll mainly be looking for gusty wind, heavy rain, and maybe some small hail. I don't think the tornado threat will be an issue for us today. Now, tomorrow, a few storms will be possible. Will also be warmer. In fact, I did up the rain chance to 30% after keeping it at about 20 throughout the first half of the morning. New model data came in, and as that low from that weather system that's creating the stormy start for South Georgia, as that moves north and kind of off the coast, we'll get some wraparound showers from that, and it looks like we'll hold on to enough moisture to create at least fairly scattered showers for tomorrow morning. So here's Sunday at 9:30, mainly north of the city. If you're headed to church tomorrow morning, headed to breakfast, just keep in mind some showers will be possible. A lot of the rain will set up east of Atlanta. And as we head past lunchtime, we'll have just the chance for an isolated shower or storm to kind of roll in from the north and push south, but we'll be mainly dry through the afternoon and evening. We'll see more sunshine tomorrow afternoon, so again, temperatures will be a touch warmer. Now, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are dry, and we're trending drier really this whole week, with our next rain chances returning Thursday and Friday. And because of the drier week that we're going to have, that's going to allow temperatures to soar. After a day in the upper 70s today, we'll bump into the 80s tomorrow, and we'll stay in the 80s all week. In fact, we'll stay above average just about all week, with highs closer to 90 degrees by Wednesday and Thursday. Here's a look at that First Alert 7-day forecast. So again, that First Alert weather day today for the widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, isolated severe storms possible, mainly between 2 and 7 o'clock. Today's a really good day to have the First Alert weather app handy. It'll let you know if severe thunderstorms are firing up in your area or if rain and storms are on the way. So if you're making your way out and about, make sure you go to the settings, turn on notifications so you can get notified if rain and storms are on the way to you. And again, mainly looking between 2 and 7 for severe storms. Low 80s tomorrow, few storms possible, mainly in the morning, drier for the afternoon, but a stray passing storm can't be completely ruled out after lunchtime tomorrow. Mostly sunny with highs in the 80s on Monday, and then we warm up through the week with temperatures staying in the mid to upper 80s, and a few showers and storms will return for Thursday and Friday. All right, everyone, stay weather aware today. Keep your eyes to the skies if you're headed out and about. I just want to be really mindful as those passing showers and storms, those scattered showers and storms make their way into the forecast after lunchtime today. We will be here all afternoon to make sure we keep you updated on the forecast and monitor any severe storms that do fire up, as there is a potential, of course. So just make sure to have that First Alert weather app handy, and we'll continue to keep you updated right there. Make it a wonderful Saturday, everyone, and we'll catch you here next time.